Ayman Hussain. Okay, up till now we have covered what we mean by profession, and then what are the requirements of engineering, what is the difference between science and engineering, and then we looked into different forms of or different disciplines of engineering, and the last thing which we did was shifting to civil engineering and looking at the definition and what civil engineers are involved in. Okay, so basically structures, transportation, water resources, foundations, and all these things. And construction management is a part of it, whether it is done for a project or for a mega project. Now we move towards the next thing, which is the responsibility. Okay, how do we define responsibility? If I say this is your responsibility, what do I mean? What do we mean by responsibility? Yes. What should you do, right? It's something you need to do. Okay, anything else? And if you don't do it, then you are responsible for doing something. You don't do it, then you are not responsible. You are responsible, right? Okay. So you are responsible for doing it, and if it does not happen, this is also your responsibility, right? Clear or not? Okay. So you are responsible for submitting the assignment, right? Okay. You have to do it. If you don't submit the assignment, who will get 0? Me. Huh? You will, right? You will get it, right? You cannot say, Doctor, I did not even submit the assignment. Why you are giving me 0 for the assignment? No. Doing it was your responsibility. You did not do it. Now you have to face the results. You have to face the consequences. So responsibility is something you need to do, or something for which you are responsible, and you need to do something to fulfill your responsibility. For example, we have these cleaners, right? They are responsible for locking, or the security guys, for example. They are responsible for locking and unlocking the doors, right? So this is the thing which they need to do. Clear? Okay. And then we have somebody who is in charge of the building. Who is in charge of the building? Okay. Anything goes wrong in the building, he is responsible, right? Okay. Did I tell him to lock and unlock the door? No. But if the doors are not locked properly, there is a chance that something get damaged, right? Huh? Somebody can steal something of it. Okay? Clear? So to fulfill his responsibility for the building, he has to take care of the locking of the door, right? Clear or not? Huh? So his responsibility is not the door or locking the door. The responsibility is what? The building, and the building is in good shape. But to take care of the building, the door must be locked. Clear? So sometimes the responsibility is direct. You have to do this. Sometimes the responsibility is indirect. You are responsible for this thing. Now how you take care of this thing? I have to do this and this. So all these tasks are your responsibility. Got it? Okay? Sure. Okay, and whatever happens, like you already mentioned, if you don't do it, or the thing is done in a bad way, you will face the results. If it is good, you will be praised, you will get promoted, you will get a salary, and so on and so forth. If it goes bad or you don't do it, again, you will face the consequences. You may lose your job, you may get a cut in pay, and so on. Okay. And another thing attached with the responsibility is choices. Okay. As you increase the responsibility, you have to give the other person the chance to make a choice. Okay. To increase the responsibility, he has to take some decisions. Okay. I gave the example of for example, there is someone on the site. His responsibility only is to operate the concrete mixer. Okay, he will put it in its place, switch it on, when it's done, he will pour it, switch it off. That's it. Responsibility is less, right? He may think about, okay, I may put the machine like this, I can put it like this. Okay? But can he change the proportion of cement in concrete? Can he do that? He cannot. Because it's not his responsibility. The strength of material is not his responsibility. Whose responsibility is that? The engineer. So he can make the choice, right? He can say, let me increase the cement content and let me decrease the water cement ratio. He can make this choice, right? Okay. So responsibility and choices they go together. More responsibility, then you have to take more choices. Clear? Okay. What is blame? Now, what is the blame? Huh? You have it. Okay. It's opposite of responsibility. Now, what does it mean?
Putting your mistakes to others.
Huh?
Putting your own mistakes to others.
Yeah. Okay. Responsibility is to accept that this is my job. It goes back because of me. Blame is it's because of him or because of her, because of that, or because of this. This is blame. Okay? Putting the reason on somebody else, or saying that somebody else is the reason of this thing which happened. Okay? Yesterday I had a test. Okay? There was one guy at the end of the test. He said to the other guy, I did not study for this question because of you. Okay? Is it a blame or not? It's a blame, right? It's a blame, right? It's a blame. Now let's say it happened the other way around. That guy, the other guy told him a question or taught him a question, and that question came in the exam. And he got 100 out of 100. Now he tells the other guy, I got 100 out of 100 because of you. Is it a blame? No, right? So blame is you say somebody else is the reason or something else is the reason for something bad. Okay? Blame is never for something good. For something good, then it's thanks, right? You thank the other guy. I got 100 out of 100 because of you. Nobody does that, right? So it's the opposite of responsibility because you are saying it is not because of me. So it's the opposite of responsibility. Okay? Because when you say it's not because of me, and it is for something bad, the result is something bad. Okay? So you are trying to find out the reason of something bad in someone else or something else, not you. This is blame. There are different forms of responsibility. Okay. Before me, There was somebody else teaching this course. Okay, and he is very good in Arabic and English mathematics. I am not good. So these are written by him. And I trust him they are correct. Okay? But don't ask me to read them. I will try. Maybe in 1 or 2 semesters I will remember them. Okay? But not now. So whatever is written in Arabic is good. Okay? If you understand that, good. Okay. We have 3 types of responsibilities. 3 types of responsibility. One is obligation. When something is obligatory, you have to do it. Wherever you are, you have to do it. I give the example of a doctor. There is a doctor in the room and he sees somebody is about to die. Okay? Or he has a lot of bleeding or something. Okay? You cannot say to that person, come to my clinic. Okay? Or you did not take the appointment from him. As a doctor, it is his responsibility to take care of the patient. Okay, what's my point? Something goes wrong in the airplane, then they announce. Is there a doctor and they come and down. So, why does the doctor have to do it? Somebody is bleeding. Why don't I go and take care of that person? Why the doctor has the obligation? Why not an engineer? Why not a lawyer? Why are you saying you have to do it? Why are you saying to the doctor you have to do it? And not to me. I am a human being. Right? So why the doctor has to do it? I can do it, yes. I can go ahead. If nobody is there, I can go ahead and help that person, right? But the doctor is there, it's his obligation. Okay? It is on, right? It is lazim upon him. Okay? This is lazim upon him, he has to do it, right? Okay? Why the doctor? Why not me? Huh? Experience, study, okay? So, it's because of the knowledge and skill. Obligation, responsibility comes from the knowledge and skill what you have. So, as an engineer, what is obligatory upon us, what is lazim upon us is to use the knowledge and the skill for the benefit of the client and the society. We said it earlier as well, right? Many times. Engineer has to serve the society. Engineer works for the problem solving of the society, right? Right or wrong? Yes, sir. Right? So, this is the obligation. To using the knowledge and skill, just like the doctor, we use it for the patients. It's our knowledge and it's our responsibility to use the knowledge and skill for the improvement of the client and the society. Right? Okay. The key issue you have to, the key things you have to keep in mind is you have to be reasonable and you have to be balanced. You have to be reasonable and you have to be balanced. Okay. I have given the example earlier of a pedestrian bridge and the other bridge for vehicles. Will you do the design for them in the same way? Both of them are bridge. But their design will not be the same, right? Because of the load. Because of the reason, right? This one, the reason is the trucks and vehicles and buses, right? And this one, the reason is pedestrian. Okay? Clear? So the design will change because of the reason I am doing it. Okay? You are designing a house in Bahrain, and you are designing a house in Canada. Same? The design will change, right? So this is what we call as the reasonableness. Okay? Being reasonable. Look at the situation in which you are doing it. Look at the situation in which you are doing it. Okay? And then you do according to it. Okay? The next thing is being balanced. We have talked earlier, whenever you are designing something, you are doing something as an engineer, there are 3, 4, 5 factors you have to keep in mind. What are those factors? Safety, reliability, cost, anything else? Anything else? Something related to environment? Anything related to environment? You call it sustainability. Okay? You have to take care of all these things. Okay? So for example, you make the fastest car in the world. Okay? But that fastest car in the world takes 100 times more fuel than a normal car. Okay? So very reliable, maybe safe as well, but not good for the environment. It's not sustainable. Got it? Okay? You design a building which will last for 1,000 years. So it can bear the load which will come in the next 1,000 years. But to design it for next 1,000 years, I will have a lot of cost, right? So increase the cost 1,000 times to make it last for 1,000 years. So you increase the reliability, you increase the safety, but you also increase the cost. Clear? So you have to be balanced. As an engineer, you have to look at the situation, do according to the situation, and you also have to balance between these factors. The environmental factor, the cost, the time, the safety, and everything. Clear? Okay? So this comes under obligation responsibility. Then we have the blame responsibility. Okay, blame was finding the blame was the reason for something going bad, right? Blame responsibility means when something goes wrong, you find out the reason. Okay, so when your project fails, your responsibility does not end. Somebody made you responsible of something and you failed to do it. Now your responsibility has not ended. You have to see why did it fail. This is what we call as blame responsibility. Finding out the reason of your failure. Finding out the reason of something going wrong. Clear? Okay? The engineer comes and he says, okay, the project has gone over budget, and you ask him why, he says, I don't know. He is taking the responsibility. It's my project, I've gone over budget, it's because of me, fire me. You still have to tell me why did it go wrong, so it does not happen in the future. I'll fire you, then a guy will come, and it will continue in the same way. I'll keep on firing people. Okay? So blame responsibility says that you have to find out the reason of your failure. Okay? And the third type is role of responsibility. Okay? So this is because of your position. This responsibility is because of your position. So I am the CEO of the company. Okay, let me give you a relevant example. Something goes wrong in the class. A fight happens, something breaks and so on. The first question they will ask is, where was the teacher? Because it happened in the class, right? So where was the teacher? Where was the doctor? Where was the instructor? Why? Because of his position. He will not do it. He didn't cause anybody to fight or anything to break. Okay? He is not responsible for the building or the class. But since he is in the room, something goes wrong and he is responsible. Got it? Clear? Okay? So somebody is the CEO of the company. He cannot say, I am an engineer and I will not take care of the accounts. You are the CEO of the company. Everything is your responsibility. Got it? Clear? So when you take a position, anything under that position becomes your responsibility. Clear? Okay? Okay. What can stop us from taking responsible actions in our profession? So there are multiple things. Self-interest. You are looking to, or you are trying to make yourself look good and others look bad. Okay? You come at early in the morning, you go to the boss directly and you tell him, see, I'm here and this chair is empty, this chair is empty, this chair is empty. So these 5 people did not come. I have come. Clear? Okay? So this is with this mindset, I'll just give you an example. Okay? But with this mindset, then you start blaming others as well. Something goes wrong, I want to make myself look good, right? So I'll always blame somebody else. I'll never take the responsibility. Okay? I'll always take the responsibility of something which is good. Okay? And whenever remember I told you, responsibility has choices as well, right? You have to make choices if you are responsible. So these people who have self-interest in their mind, when they make choices, they make it on the basis of their own politics, not because of the safety or technical issues. Okay? So I want to build the highest tower in the whole country. I just want to do it because it will make me look good. Do I have the material for it? No, but I still want to do it. It will not be safe, I know, but I want to do it because it will make me look good. I can tell everybody, you see, I built the highest tower in so and so place. Okay? You know the tower is not safe, but you still want to do it. Okay? So this is an example of not being responsible because of self-interest. Another is not being responsible because of fear. If I say this to this person, he will reject. Okay? Or he will get angry at me. Or I will lose my job. Or I will lose my position. Now I am the manager. If I say that this happened because of me, they will demote me to the site engineer again. Okay? Or I will lose half of my pay. They will say the losses are because of you, so you have to pay from your salary. Something like this. It doesn't happen. Relax. Do whatever you want. You will get the salary. If you get the job, you will get the salary. Okay. But the fear is you are not taking responsibility because you are fearing the other person can fire you, you can lose your position and so on. Okay. Self-deception. You are not taking responsibility, or you are not doing something responsible, and you have a reason in your mind. I am doing it because of this reason. You make up a reason in your mind. They call it rationalization. Rationalization means that you make up a reason in your mind. I am doing this because of this reason. Okay? So for example, somebody always comes late. And coming late is bad. Whether in the class or on the project. It's bad. Okay? But they make up a reason in their mind. The doctor allows us after 20 minutes as well. Why should I go early? Or even if I go after 1 hour on the site, somebody comes and starts the work. Why should I go early? Okay? So you already made up a reason in your mind. Okay? You took somebody else's work and you presented it as your own. And then you make up a reason in your mind. I could have done it. I can do it. But I just don't have the time right now. So it's allowed for me to copy. Because I don't have the time. Okay? I had a friend, he got ill during the middle of the exam. Okay? Like you have the exam period, right? 1 week, 2 weeks, whatever. So we have the exam period. Huh? So he got ill right he was a very brilliant student. Okay? Better than all of us. Okay? But he got sick in the middle of the exam. Okay? And his sisters were teachers in the same age. So they helped him during the exam. And when they asked him why, you were a good student, you could have done it on your own, but I was sick. He knew he was doing wrong. He was cheating. Okay? But his sisters knew that this is cheating. Okay? But they made up a reason. He is allowed to cheat because he is sick. Okay? In Pakistan, you don't get that excuse. Huh? My tummy hurts, my head hurts. Give us an excuse. It doesn't work in Pakistan. Okay? So what we do? But you got the meaning of self-deception, right? Okay. Self-deception is you make up reason of something bad in your mind and you keep on doing it. Ignorance. Okay. We said the engineer has obligation, right? And we said doctor has obligation as well, right? Why do they have obligation? Because of their because of what? Knowledge, right? Because of the knowledge. Okay? It works the other way around as well. I go to the site, there are some machines working there. Okay? I don't know about these machines, I have never seen it in my life. In the university, they did not tell me about this machine and that machine. But it's on the site. Okay? So what do? I will not go to that site. Because I don't know about it. It doesn't work like this. Okay? It's your job to know about them. Okay? Whatever you are working with, getting knowledge about that thing is part of your job. Clear? Okay? So ignorance is, if you don't know about something, then obviously you will make wrong decisions, right? Because you don't know about it. Okay? So if, lack of knowledge can make you irresponsible because you don't know what to do. Microscopic vision. Microscope is used for what? See something so far or see something which is very small. Okay. So microscopic means you do something. Microscopic vision means you are doing something which will benefit now without thinking what will happen in the future. Okay. So you say, let me hire 2 people on the site because it will save me money now, today. But these 2 people will finish your job in 1 month. Okay? If you hire 10 people, they would have finished the job in 1 week. Okay? So we are thinking about saving money for 1 day, and then you increase the job for 1 month. Got it? This is what we call as microscopic vision. Taking decisions on the basis of something which is urgent, something which is very near, and you forget about what will happen later in the future. Okay? Like you guys. Let me go to the doctor, say this, excuse, copy from here, and so on, so on. But you don't think what will happen in the future. This is microscopic vision practice. Whatever you do, you get the grade, but then what? You have to go to the site, you have to go do the job. Okay. Uncritical acceptance of authority. I am doing it because somebody told me. I am doing it because somebody told me. So I'm on the construction site, I'm using a special type of cement. Somebody asks me why. I said the client said. And that's it. Is that type of cement suitable for this project? I don't know. Why are you doing it? Because the client said. Okay? Clear? Yes, you have to follow what he is saying, but not with a blind eye. I'll close my eyes and I'll go behind it. Okay? You can still ask him why. Why are you saying about this type of cement? Okay? Why are you saying the job should be finished in 1 month? You say it has so much work. Okay? And so on. Okay? So if you don't understand anything, then you have to ask about it. You may still do it, but you should know the reason. Know what you are doing. Okay? You still do it, but with the reason. Okay? Because if you don't know the reason something goes wrong, then can you take the responsibility? No, you didn't know what was happening, right? So then we have group think. I am doing it because everybody else is doing it. Or I am doing it because everybody else told me to do it. I was the only guy in the meeting who was saying this job cannot be done in 1 week. But everybody else was saying it can be done in 1 week. So I said, okay, we will do it in 1 week. Now we cannot do it. Okay, clear? Okay, in all these points there is one thing which is common. There is one thing which is common, which is you are making choice or decision on the basis of, sorry, not on the basis of your knowledge and skill. In all of these, the common factor is not making the choice on the basis of your knowledge and skill. So here I am doing it because of my group. Here I am doing it because of my boss. Here I am doing it because I don't know. Okay. Here I am doing it because I have a reason. Some other reason. Here I am doing it because of fear. Here I am doing it because of my own importance. Okay. So whenever you do something, you make a choice in your job, in your profession, without considering the knowledge and skill, it is one of these types. That means you are running from your responsibility. Okay, clear? Okay. Then this brings us to the discussion of dishonesty. Dishonesty can be of different types. For example, it can be in the form of lying. Okay. So lying, professional lying has three aspects. Professional lying has three aspects. The first aspect is you are saying something which you know is wrong. You are saying something which you know is wrong. You tell the client the work is going on the site smoothly, no problem. Now you are not on the site, and you think it is going smoothly, then it's not lying. Okay? But you are standing on the site, you see everything is closed, and then you are calling the client that everything is going well. This is lying. Okay? So lying is saying something which you know is wrong, first of all. Secondly, you are saying it, not showing it. Okay? So my project failed. I'm still relaxed. I'm still cool. I'm still watching my Netflix 6 hours a day. This is not lying. This is just I don't care. Okay? So lying is in terms of words. You say something. Okay? So lying is saying something which you know is not true. And the third thing is your intention is that I will deceive, I will cheat the other person. Okay? Clear? Okay? So when all these three elements combine, then it is professional dishonesty. Okay? You are saying something which is wrong, you know it is wrong, and you are doing it to cheat the other person. These are the elements of lying. Then we have deception. Deception is you play around with the words. You are saying something which is correct, but you are saying in a way that it will deceive the other person. Okay. For example, some of you may have experienced it. You go to someone to buy his or her car. The car is used. Okay, and you ask him why there is sound coming from the engine, and he says because of this oil change. Okay. Now what he is saying is true. The car needs an oil change. Okay. The car needs an oil change. Yes, it's true. But the sound is not because of it. Clear? He is saying it in a way that you think, yeah, the sound is maybe because of the oil change. Clear? So you are saying something which is true, but you are saying it in a way that the client does not feel it. Okay. For example, you say our project is little late. Yes, the project is late. Okay. Somebody may think little late means 2 days. And you have it in your mind, little late means 2 months. What we are saying is true, right? Okay. 2 months for you is little. Yes. Okay. So you are saying it in a way, you are saying something true, but in a way that the other person gets the wrong message. Clear? Okay. So it's misrepresentation of the data. Okay, this is the word they are using. Misrepresentation of the data. The next one is withholding information, hiding something. Hiding something. Again, it has two elements. Holding information has two elements. The first element is you are hiding an information which you are supposed to give, and you are hiding it with the intention to deceive us, to cheat. Okay? What is your niya? What is your intention? That I want to cheat the other person. Okay? I'll give two examples. First of all, the project is late. Should the client know about it? Yes. So I'm supposed to tell the client, right? Okay. There is a worker on the site, and he has taken a day off because he was not feeling well. Should the client know about it? No. Worker is responsible, not the client's responsibility. Okay. So if I hide the project is late from the client, this is dishonest. If I hide that this worker does not come to the site, it's not dishonest because I'm not supposed to tell him that. Okay, and the other element is you are hiding it to deceive, to cheat that person, and this is your intention. And the last one is to the failure to know the truth, the failure to not get to the truth, not get the right information. Okay, so for example, you see some cracks on the column and you let it happen. You don't investigate why is it happening. So you see the problem, but you do not find out the reason. This is also part of dishonesty. I discussed it earlier. This is blame responsibility, remember. This is blame responsibility. This happened and this is wrong. Why it is wrong? Why it is happening wrong? Okay? So this is all part of your job responsibility. If you don't do any of these things, you are dishonest to the job. Okay? In all of these things, one thing is common. One thing is common, which is the intention. Okay? If I do everything correct and still I make a mistake, it's not dishonesty. Everybody makes mistakes, right? But I'm doing it intentionally to deceive the other person, to cheat him, to fraud him. Okay? So that is dishonest. Okay? Innamal a'malu binniyat, right? So if your niyyah is correct, then your amal are also correct. Okay? Mistake, it can happen. If your intention is not correct, whatever you're doing is one of these categories. Clear? Okay.